Okay, so that's what makes a good sample or an ideal sample. And then once we get that, then we're going to analyze the results of this sample. And before we can analyze it, we have to organize the data first by way of charts and graphs and tables. So we have to organize the data into tables and graphs before we can start analyzing the data. And then part of analyzing is also summarizing all the numbers that we see in our sample and condensing them into numbers that summarize the data set somehow. So we might want to be looking at a number that summarizes the average. So in analyzing, we want to find the average, or we might want to come up with a number that summarizes the spread of the numbers from each other, and later you'll see that that's called the standard deviation. So once we have the sample, organizing and analyzing just the sample itself, this is describing the sample, and this is called descriptive statistics. So this part is descriptive statistics. We're just describing the sample itself. But remember, once we have the sample and once we describe the sample itself using descriptive statistics, then we actually want to use statistics itself, which we said was the point of this course, to make a conclusion about the population using one or more of these samples. And the actual making the conclusion part, that's using inference. And that's why this component is called inferential statistics. So if we're just looking at the sample itself and talking about what happens in just that one sample, we're describing the sample using descriptive statistics. But really the whole mission moving along is really this second part, which is making inference using that sample for the original population. And that's inferential statistics, and that's really the point of statistics. Any questions so far?